What's going on, YouTube? It's A-Trot11 back here with another video. Today we're going to use some home run derby players in the event. There are 8 home run derby contestants already announced yesterday. Kyle Schwarber, Albert Pujols, Juan Soto, Jose Ramirez, Pete Alonso, Ronald Cooney Jr., Corey Seager, and Julio Rodriguez. Now, at the time of recording this video, we only knew 5 of the participants, so what I did was I threw Schwarber, Acuna, Alonso, and Soto into the top part of the lineup. I'm going to be using the bronze Albert Pujols card for pitching that you get from BR and start him in this game. And then I've used former home run derby contestants and the 95 Giovanni Soto from the home run derby X on this team. The rest of the offense here, we have Miguel Cabrera, Chase Utley, Trevor Story from last year's derby, and then on the bench we have Nick Swisher, Stanton, Ortiz, Judge, and Ryan Howard. It should be a good offense. Please like and subscribe as we get in this video. And we're facing Randy Johnson, parallel 4, to start this game. My opponent is 18-5. We're playing at the Coliseum, which is a creative field. Let's see if we can hit today. We have Schwarber. I've been hitting pretty well with the Schwarber card. He laces a double here on a 1-1 pitch fastball. And there were some swings in this game that were just not making a ton of sense. And that's kind of what I want to lead into gameplay a little bit here in this video. The gameplay has been kind of rough the last few weeks. Like, we might need a patch here soon. Because, like, something... I mean, that wasn't the best of swings. It was below the strike zone. But everything that's hit hard seems to be right at somebody. And then all the weird, fluky swings are the ones that seem to land. So I think they just need a little bit of a tune-up. Maybe after the All-Star break to try to get things right in the game before we make a second-half push. It should make the gameplay flow a little bit better. And with that, now we go to the pitching side of things. I'm really only using this Pujols card just to see what he's like. He's a non-weighty card, obviously, for bronze. You're not going to get very much use out of a bronze card, let's be honest. But in events and BR, maybe he can be someone fun to try out. He's a home run derby contestant this year. He has almost 700 career home runs. I'm trying to see. This is a weird play by me. I thought I can get 2 on this one, but too much speed all around. There's a slow ground ball, so what are you going to do? So he's fighting for outs here. Bases loaded, no outs, which is never a good sign. And he's still locating, though. It's just that the fastball and the curveball really aren't that fast. Curveball has a ton of movement here, but we get a ground ball here. Let's double play. Let's see if Pujols can get out of the inning. It's facing Eduardo Escobar. And that curveball had just enough movement to get out of the inning. So Pujols has a 0 ERA on my team. We'll take that all day. Because let's be real here. I don't really care who the pitcher is. If they have a 0 ERA on All-Star, no matter what the sample size, it's pretty good. I'll take it. All-Star is so hard to pitch on sometimes. Because late swings like this just drop in. That's the annoying part. I know it's not like I'm trying to be better on my offense, but then it's so annoying on the pitching side. And then it kind of gets me back here on this one. He gets the out of third base, but it doesn't really do much because I still have 89 speed on second base. So we have Pujols batting now, and that's right at him. He had the infield in for some reason. It was almost like bunt defense when he has 0 speed. That's kind of weird, and he still missed the play. So we have Schwarber getting lefty-lefty. I kind of missed it early-wise. The PCI was on him, but I missed it early, so I fly out to the warning track to end the inning. It seems like I'm hitting better lefty-lefty off of Randy for some reason than I am righty-lefty. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but for whatever reason, my eye sees that better lefty-lefty than when I am batting with righty. Maybe the swerve has too much movement or something, but I can put my bat on a little bit better. The swing plane's a little bit better. So I think lefty-lefty for me is just easier on my eyes, I guess. So this is what I mean when we need a pass, kind of. These pitches that are just off the plate, especially on All-Star, it's maybe not as bad as on Hall of Fame, but you can get pitches that are off the plate, inside, outside, and then they can still just get to that ball and shoot it into the outfield. And it should be harder to hit than anything else. For some reason, all these dots that are off the plate, they'll just get jammed singles. They'll bloop it into the outfield. Those are the ones that need to go away more, and there need to be more squared up contact. We have Raleigh fingers in this game now. We're trying them out. We get out of the inning in a bases loaded jam. And this is my first time using that Raleigh. He's usually good for me every year. We'll see how that goes this year. On paper, he looks pretty good as one of those bosses. It was him, Honus, Piazza, and Stan Musial. So those cards are all good in my opinion, really. I don't really know how much I'm going to use them. Piazza could be a nice little bench bat to combine with Joe Mauer if you have Joe Mauer. And then Raleigh, the bullpen, and Honus. He doesn't really have enough power for me. I love Honus cards usually, but the power really isn't there. So I'm going to roll with Raleigh right now and see how it goes. I'm waiting to try the Fernando card too. The Fernando Valenzuela looks amazing. He was nasty last year, so try that Fernando. He might be pretty good. So let's now talk about some of the real home run derby and who I think is going to win these matchups here. The first round, the first matchup is Schwarber and Albert Pujols. Pujols, it's going to be cool to see him play. It really is, but I just don't think he has that power anymore. And if he does, he still has to swing the bat 40, 50 times in 4 minutes. That's going to be pretty hard for some guy who's his age. So I'm thinking Schwarber in that first round. And I'm not sure the exact amount of home runs because they change the time every year. It seems like now this year's 3 minutes and you get bonus time. So the number's going to be a little bit weird. But the second matchup here, we have Pete Alonso and Ronald Jr. I am going to go with Pete Alonso here. It's hard to pick against that guy. He won the last 2 derbies. He seems like this is his moment, This is everything to this guy. He wants to win it more than anything, it seems. I mean, he's on a really good team this year. They have a chance to win the World Series. I get that. But Pete Alonso thrives in these moments. It's in Los Angeles this year. Cooney will probably give him a run for his money, but I'm going to go with Pete Alonso in that second round. The third round is Juan Soto and Jose Ramirez. Soto's done this before. He did it last year. He hit the longest home run in the Derby last year. I'm going to go with Soto on this one. It's going to be a toss-up, though. It really is. Jose Ramirez has not done one of these before, so he could either be really, really good, he's got a lot of power, or he could, just struggle because it's the first time doing it. So I'm going to go Soto since he's been there before, and he's got the swing for it. It's in Los Angeles. It's pretty fair to both sides. I'm going to go with Juan Soto. And the final matchup, we have Corey Seager and Julio Rodriguez. This one is kind of weird to me. I'm going to go with Julio Rodriguez just because he's a young player. He's a stud. I think he can hit the ball crazy far. It's going to be fun to watch him hit because he has an electric swing. So I'm going to go with him. Could be wrong on these. These are tight, close matchups in my opinion, except for that first one. And let's see what happens. So in the semifinals, based on who I picked in the first round, it would be Schwarber and Juan Soto, and then Alonso and Julio Rodriguez on the other side of the bracket. I think both of those semifinals would be awesome to watch. And in the first one, Schwarber versus Soto, I think I would go with Schwarber just because I think he has the ability to maybe hit one more frequently. The way he whips his hips around, I think he can have more pitches to hit and have higher exit velocities, get them into the seats faster, get more pitches to hit. And I think he'll be the guy who maybe has the front running chance to beat him and go to the finals. And then in the second semifinal, it would be Alonso and Julio Rodriguez. Julio Rodriguez is a rookie. He's just come up this year. So I'm going to take Alonso in this one because he's already won it twice. He's the most experienced. The same thing I said for that first round. He could be really hard to beat. Julio Rodriguez hasn't done this before. He might not understand how he needs to contain himself in order to do this in a big stage, national audience. I'm picking Pete Alonso to go back to the finals here against Kyle Schwarber. And so if that all falls the way I said it would here, it would be Kyle Schwarber versus Pete Alonso in the finals. I'm going to take Pete Alonso. I mean, what has he shown us to where people are going to beat him in this thing? The last 2 that he's done, he made it look effortless. He's out in Colorado, bobbing his head. Everyone else is struggling to hit the home runs at the same rate he is, and he's just having fun. This guy has to be the front runner. It's a chalky pick. I think he's one of the best home run derby players ever. Ken Griffey Jr. won 3 of them, but I mean, he has a chance to win 3 in a row. Griffey, he won 2 in a row and then went to the finals in the third one. So if Pete Alonso can win this one, that'll be something that no one's ever done, and that's going to be sick to see. So I'm picking Pete Alonso for this one over Kyle Schwarber. I hope it's close in every round. I hope there's a ton of home runs being hit. This is going to be so fun. It's probably my favorite event every year. And the All-Star Game is right after that on Tuesday. The Home Run Derby is on Monday. It's going to be so much fun to watch. Make sure you're tuning into that. It's going to be awesome. And with that all out of the way, we'll go back to this gameplay here. It's going into the 7th inning in a 3-inning event game. So normally when that happens, things get kind of crazy. He's bringing in a common pitcher here, Gabe Klobosits. I hope I even said that right. But so you're basically playing 3 event games in one. And now I have David Ortiz. I thought this was gone off the bat, but he got to it. I take the lead though, 3-2 with 2 outs in the 7th inning of a 3-inning game. And we have Kyle Schwarber at the plate here, ground ball to first. And I didn't want to play any more of this game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm bringing in Randy Johnson here, 99 parallel 5 Randy Johnson. The splitter's been really good for me with that card. Everyone talks about the swerve and the slider and the fastball. The splitter, if you can locate it, It's just a ground ball machine. So I've been throwing a ton of those recently. There's 2 outs against Mike Trout. And we have Brian Reynolds here. I threw that slurve. I jammed him. And we win the game here in the 7th inning, 3-2 in the event game. So that will be all for our video today. I appreciate you all for watching. I kind of went all over the place today with the home run derby predictions and the gameplay and talking about the game itself. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment. Let me know your home run derby champion. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. Have a great day. Enjoy that derby.